Let's get drunk at the director's garage. Let's get drunk at the director's garage. It don't matter wherever you are. Let's all get drunk at the director's garage.
I know this show is supposed to happen on a Wednesday, but I got drunk and couldn't make the gig. So I packed up my headphones and I headed out the door. And here we are today. Time to get this show started. The whiskey's pouring, grab yourself a beer. Everything's ready, the director is here. Time to get loose, join the entourage. Let's all get drunk at the director's garage. Let's get drunk at the director's garage. Let's get drunk at the director's garage. It don't matter wherever you are. I'll get drunk at the director's garage.
Why not? All right. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome to the big show. I am your host and resident idiot, Michael, and got the Apollo out. This brand will figure prominently in today's episode, today's live stream, as it so happens. Well, get rid of that, though. I don't need to listen to that anymore, now do we? Don't want to hear myself talk. That's obnoxious. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. I've been working on the next Director's Garage episode. It's going to be an E-Stat episode. It's going to be dropping next week, and it'll be interesting. I had an interesting experience shooting that one, and it'll be fun. It's going to be fun to let that one fly. They don't all go perfectly, and this one doesn't. So it's kind of interesting. It'll be a good episode coming in the future. What are we doing today? Well, I'll catch you up on life stuff. Had my physical this week. Had a shoot this week for photography. I have a new listing. All that is available on the directorsgarage.com website. If you wanted to check that out, that would be the place to go. It's in the real estate photography thing. It was a real estate shoot. Kind of fun. And so that's over there. Also, you can get t-shirts like this one right on that website. If you click on the little store icon in the upper right-hand corner, if you're on at least if you're on a desktop. Comes in weird places on the phone, fellas. Strange places. Like buttons all over the place. But I did have it optimized. The website looks good on a phone now. It did not the first week it was out. It was live. The new design, the redesign, the rebranding, if you will. I had a shoot earlier this week. Came out great. Really happy with the pictures. Very, very challenging shoot. Not a lot of good lighting on the inside, and I had to kind of really play with it and massage it into an attractive space. I love a good challenge, and that certainly was one. And I had my physical on Wednesday, so I've been getting all the blood work back from that. Your director is in excellent health. My doctor was very impressed with what I've been able to achieve with my body in the last year. It's amazing what not working does to your blood pressure. For years I was struggling with high blood pressure. I mean, I was like at 140 over like 110 or something, and now I'm like 118 over 80. She's like, are you alive? Your heart rate's down to 50. Like, yeah, well, I work out a lot, keeping the weight down and all that. So she was really happy to see that. How y'all doing? Put your comments in the chat. Don't have a huge agenda today, but I do, as promised in the listing, we have an unboxing to do. Look at this. Whoa. It's going to be something kind of cool. I think you can guess that it's not an over-ear large format headphone, and I usually don't do that on a live stream, but this is going to be something fun. It was sent to me by some good friends, and we're going to check it out live on the air in mere moments. Just want to kind of let people filter in, get the live stream rolling, get the dust off the old YouTubes. It's been a week since we last met. What have you guys been up to? Have you bought anything? Have you tried anything? I spent the week listening to headphones. So, I had my... I shot the latest episode and had some hijinks along the way there and just having a good time. But we're going to take a look at a new headphone today. I'm kind of excited about that. I do have pretty good confidence that this is a headphone given the circumstances behind that. Talk about that in a couple minutes. Music this week, Grammy announcements were today, and I saw that Lady Gaga got a bunch, and that's encouraging. I thought it was a good album, probably of the mainstream stuff. I'm not a mainstream kind of guy, in case you didn't notice, so that probably isn't going to be, it's not exactly my lane, but I think she roared back into prominence this year and kind of redeveloped her pop roots, which she'd kind of drifted away from for a number of years, almost a decade. So kind of cool. And is it that new headphone model everybody's been reviewing this week? No, I'm not in mass. I'm not big enough. This is a small YouTube channel. We don't rank with, headphones isn't contacting me going, we'd love to have the director's garage review your product. Nobody does that, folks. But I did see that there was a new headphone release this week as a more mid-tier thing. We could take a look at that. Why not? I'm sure it's at our prominent audio places. Let's take a look at it real quick while we're here. I did check out ZMF November. Not too much updated there. Let's see if it's on my good friend's website here. Oh, there's a November sale going on. I'll show it to you. This is my laptop of death. November sale on Audio 46. Let's see if they sell. I don't even know if they sell head products. Let's see. Shop by brand. Yeah, head audio. Here we go. Oh, they got nothing. Let's check out head audio. Take a look at this new headphone. Bloom's got it. $7.99. Here it is. This is the new headphone. Called the D1. It's an open back. And yeah, looks really nice. I mean, I checked them out at CanJam. They're certainly their headphone number 2. And I thought it was good. I thought it was nice. For the price, I think at the time that it was released, this was the original headphone. Let's see if we can find it. Category source headphones. Good God, Bloom. Why don't you just have? Here we go. So the headphone 2. Now, I checked this out at CanJam. I thought it was good, but you know what the problem is? The tungsten. The tungsten came out, and I think it just stole a lot of the mojo from the headphone brand. Like, like that headphone was no longer as special once the tungsten came out at that price, at $2,000. And I think that there are also other companies that, HiFiman's been very active in that space. ZMF has been very active in that space. And I think when these first came out, it was like, wow, you're getting this open back planar for just $1,500 to $2,000. First one's $1,500. And everybody was excited about it. And I listened to them. I didn't listen to them right away. I listened to them like a year or two later. And I thought they were good, but I'm like, boy, when you've got a tungsten out there just killing it, I don't know. It was like, it didn't seem to me like a headphone that I was really anxious to buy. They're heavy and they're big, but this new model, I don't know much about it. They don't trust me with these important topics like brand new products. I don't blame them here. Let's go back to that. $799 dynamic open back. This is like this is like a mid-tier product for them. It's going to be their, but it's just, it has a lot of competition and it's going to have to do something to stand out. I love these takes. They're so heavy. The Headphone D1 refines Head's studio heritage into a headphone built for both professional precision and everyday enjoyment. Its sleek aluminum and plastic frame feels light, yet substantial. With plush velour pads and excellent balance that make long listening sessions effortless. Oh, those marketing guys. But yeah, these look nice. Take a look at a couple other photos of them while we're here. Can we do... Oh, we can do the fancy. All right, let's zip around a little bit. Take a look at a couple angles. That's a nice looking product, I gotta say. Good case, decent looking case. That's a nice looking product. I think it's run circles around the original headphone model. So, but it's a good looking product. It looks like it really looks well engineered. I don't see a lot of plastic. I see a lot of metal. So I always encouraged by that. But I got to tell you, like JTB said, Heritage, yeah, they just sat around for 5 years. It's true. Long storied relationship with the headphone community, 5 years old. I think even Zach wouldn't try that. He's been around 10 years. JTB ordered these mainly for gaming. Yeah, he's that guy. $800 gaming headphones. What I would encourage you to check out, though, seriously, if you were into that, is the Audeze Maxwell. The Maxwell is just a fantastic headphone. And it's a steal of a price. The pricing on that is just, cheers, everybody. Welcome to Friday. The Maxwell blew me away. Like, for the price, and it's a gaming headphone, but it also handles audiophile stuff. That would be something to consider for sure, because I've heard them and I think they're great. I don't know how these are. Not having heard them, I try not to comment too much on stuff. I can talk about the looks. I can talk about the construction or whatever. It's a good price. $799 is I think that's at least within striking range of most people's budget. You may have to plan for it for a couple of months. It's not in the striking range of my budget because I don't have enough of these photography gigs, but we're booking more. I spent a big week on advertising, trying to get more out there so I can get some money in so we can buy some of this stuff. Right now I'm relying heavily on the charity of others and my existing products. And I'm hoping I still have a bunch of headphones for sale over on the HeadFi site, that other site, big site in the classifieds. I've got I'm selling the 1266 TC, and I'm selling the Carbon 2, and I'm even entertaining selling my my other Eastat, the X9000, although it's really good to have in-house, I think, for comparison purposes. I think that's quite attractive. I might be a little dark today. Let's give it a little more juice. Why not? We can all use a little more juice on a Friday. Welcome to the Director's Garage. Juice yourself up, boys. Drink them if you got them. Crack open the cold ones. Yeah, I also put in, I'm going to get some money in the next couple of days or maybe a week because one of the gigs that I did, the Hawaii shoot that I did a few weeks ago, is finally going to pay off. So that's good. It's nice to get some money in-house for that. And that will just go towards bills because, holy God, guys, my electric bill was $4,400 for the months of August and September. Welcome to Los Angeles, where the power company is going to have to pay a ton out in reparations for the fire because the fire in Altadena was caused by their power lines. So they're sticking it to everyone who has power now, including me. Literally double the worst electric bill I ever got. $4,400 for electric and water for 2 months. Unbelievable. It just boggles the mind. It's why we're selling the house and we're getting out of LA. If we can find a buyer, I can't deal with these prices anymore. I can't deal with any of it. Yeah, it's bananas. It's bananas. We pay $25,000 a year in property tax. We pay $4,400 every 2 months now for electric and power. It's the city just eats you up, and gas is still like $5 a gallon here, anywhere from $5 to $6 a gallon, depending on where you go, what neighborhood you're in. Everything just costs more. Our prices of meat and fish are up 25% right now. I mean, the good news is eggs dropped. I got a dozen eggs the other day for like $3. So good. Economics. Speaking of economics, let's talk about something that I didn't pay for. And I'm going to set this up by telling you the story of this. So if you've been following along, the last couple of weeks, I've been struggling with my very favorite wireless IEM, and I've had these for years now. So I have no right to complain that they're malfunctioning after I've beat on these, taken them around the world, thrown them in bags, throw them in luggage, and sweat on them every single day, just pouring sweat over them. And I've had the driver on the right side, the bass driver, is now intermittent. It'll come in, it'll last for a while, and then it'll turn off, and you kind of get just the treble coming through on this end, and then the full on the left earbud. They've just bitten the dust. So I reached out to Noble to see if I could get these fixed, and they said, well, we're not really fixing them, we're not servicing them, and we don't really have another pair sitting around here because they're out of manufacture. So instead, Ryan, I just talked about you a few minutes ago. Go back and rewind. But we were talking about the headphone, and I said the headphone, which has a new product out, which we just showed off, is... in my view, it's less relevant because of a headphone like yours, the Tungsten, which is at the same price point. It gives you so much more, in my opinion, after listening to them. So Noble sent me a mystery box, and that's what's in here. And I'm not going to do a full feature on it because I didn't pay for these. I may do a review of these down the line, but we're going to see what they sent. I don't know which they sent me. I know that this is probably, most likely, given our conversations. Ooh. Don't hurt the microphone. These are, this is going to be a true wireless. I just don't know what model they sent. I don't know what they sent me. So this is going to assist in my workouts going forward. And I thank Noble immensely for sending these my way. I give them full credit for sending. I don't mind saying thank you to people who do nice things for me when I'm in this particular situation financially. So I would normally, and like all products, anything I get will eventually go into a giveaway. I believe strongly in that. So let's take a look at what we've got here. Whoop! Hey, that's the wrong thing. Let's go to the camera. I have the overhead camera working today. Look at this. Boys, we fancy. So we got a couple of, it looks like some tape here we got to get through, and then this will flippy case up. Got that side. We're going to do this side. So exciting to do this stuff. So exciting to do this stuff live. I really like sharing these experiences with you. It's why I do the unboxing, which is going to be the next episode of the Director's Garage, out probably next week. I think it's safe to say this one's going to hit probably Tuesday morning, the next one. Barring unforeseen circumstances, like I get a gig or something, I got to work. But so that's an unboxing, and I like to do it all in one shot so that you get to experience it along with me. And live, I have no choice. You're here. You're going to see every little misstep I do along the way. So let's open these up. It looks like we've got the box ready to go. Let's say it for old time's sake. Are you ready? Are you ready? You know. Pwah! Oh, my God, we got more tape. It doesn't open. Look at this. It didn't open. It's stuck. We've got Boxus Stuckus. I thought this thing would just flip open. All right, well, we've got more to go. Oh, that was anticlimactic, boys. let's do a couple more pieces of tape and see if we can figure out how to get this sucker open. That was funny. I thought I was going to do a big reveal. I thought I was going to be so cool, and no, you're not cool. You're an idiot, as usual. Okay, let's check this out. Now okay, so we've got these two undone. Okay, all right, so this flap opens up, and this is how we get to it. So, are you ready this time? And oh my God, we got ourselves... Oh, we got a Rex 5. We got a Rex 5, boys. Look at this. Oh, this is exciting. Yes, it's the Rex 5 from Noble Audio. He sent me, and these are the black pair. This is the brand new pair. These just came out. Oh, Kai Moulton, John Moulton, Jim Moulton really hooked me up with something cool. This is incredible. I have auditioned these. I auditioned these at Can Jam, and I will say, of everything at the Noble table, that includes the new Kronos, this was the headphone that just impressed me the most. Wow. It's terrific. They're 5-driver, true wireless IEMs. So good, so good. Well, let's dig into this thing as long as we're here, right? Let's check them out. Like they get a little bit at the bottom here. Now, normally this is the stuff that I pull up when I'm doing the unboxings for reels. Nope. For like a show, I would cut this up, so you're going to get to see all of the gruesome stuff. Oh, here we got a nice little tab there. That's good. Oh God, how satisfying is that? Just taking the plastic off something like that. Let's make sure we got a nice focus on this, because it's the FoKus. We want to be they want to be in focus, don't they? Oh, they smell new, boys. I love the smell of new headphones in the morning. Smells like victory. All right, enough of that. So this is a slip case. These slip out. Let's take a look at the box real quick. See what's in them. Oh, we got this is very similar to the existing. Here's the, for reference, here's the existing dealio. Can I do that? Jesus, Michael, get him in focus. Okay, there we go. So this looks similar. Oh, we don't see the box. Okay, what else is in the case? Backside. True wireless, Qualcomm, blah, 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 5-driver, 1 dynamic, 1 planar, 3 BAs, nice. Precision aluminum body, great. It'll stand up to my sweat. Precision CNC machined aluminum alloy charging case, 500 milliamps. I think that's the same as this one. Fast charging, 10 minutes will give you 120 minutes of playtime, and you have voice assist functions and an ergonomically secure fit. Oh, look at this. Let's just slide this off now. So sweet. Very cool. Very cool. Ah, such a fun process. I love opening this stuff. We'll get to the chat. Put your comments in the chat about these things if you've heard them or if you are curious about them. I'll see if I can answer any questions on what I know for now. All right, let's open this up. Okay, it seems like it just slips off. It's just a slipcase. Nothing too fancy. Here we go. Whoa. Noble. Only from the mines of Noble. Let's put the knife away so I don't hurt anybody. Okay, now this is a real show point. So are you ready for this one? Are you ready? Oh. Oh, man. Man, look at these things. That's just jewelry. That is just jewelry. Can we get these? Let's find out where the focus is. Can we get these in focus? Oh, look at that. Look at these things. Look at the design. They just do things differently than everybody else. Just beautiful. Just beautiful stuff. So awesome. Look at the back. You got the charging areas. Left and right markings. Very sweet. That's actually kind of appreciated. The old Broken Nobles, wherever they are. Here they are. The old Broken Nobles, they didn't have any. So you're always like, we're trying to remember which one's which. I always knew by the side they were on which one they were. And they tell you L and R on the case here, but it's really nice to have the headphones stamped with L and R. And this is metal, and I don't recall this being metal on the old bodies. Yeah, these were all acrylic or some sort of plastic, infused plastic. I do love this faceplate though, but look at this. I mean, this is next level, isn't it? I like the depth in these though. This is cool, the way they did the sparkle effect. Metallic. Very cool. Very cool. All right, enough of that. Let's take a look more. What else is in here? Are you liking this so far? Comments in the chat. All right. Check out the charging case. It's a sleeker charging case. A little bit shorter. Yeah, just maybe a hair shorter. Slightly different. But basically the same. Yeah, they moved the port so it's not at the bottom of the case. It's more in the middle of the case. It's slightly smaller. Just a little bit smaller in dimension than the old case. We always like smaller things. 4 LEDs are gone now in favor of 1 LED. I'm sure this is multicolor. It's probably going to give you green and blue and white depending on what the status is. Ooh, different design inlay here. So we still go right on this side, but look how they sit in the case. This is very different. This is actually going to be easier to pull these out. Look at that. Oops. Sorry, old joke. Very clever. Look at that. It's because the old ones here, for reference, let's get down to the desktop and take this box out. We'll go through the rest of the box in just a second. This is the old way. These are kind of hard to grab, and especially if you have fat fingers. These are much easier. These just roll right out. So I do appreciate that they've designed this slightly different to accommodate people with digitally challenged fingers like myself that are large. Very cool. All right, so these are just doing their thing. They're probably grabbing a charge real quick. Case is usually charged to about 70% when they send it out. There is an embroidered Noble. Can you catch that? Is the light catching that just right? So it's very subtle. Very subtle. And then some stuff on the bottom, product information. Let's dig deeper into the box before we start listening to anything. Let's pull this out. I'm so excited because it's really been a challenge when you're doing a workout and the bass driver on this side is not working. So it's like you've got a lot more volume on one side because you've got the bass frequencies, and on this side I'm just getting the treble. So it's going to be nice to have full frequencies again. So you get in here. All right, so this is the bottom of the box. So you got this. This is the accessories that it comes with. So you've got a pouch for the case. You get a USB charging cable, and then an assortment of ear tips. let's take a look at this right now. And here's the Noble case. Oh, sharp. You put these in there, carry them around, keep your case from getting scratched up. I will never use this because IEMs are meant to get just beat around. Just they're not glass, they're IEMs. Okay. You get a very tiny little USB guy. I love these little guys. I keep them around. I've got tons of them, but I'll be able to charge the case. So get yourself a charging cable. And let's dig in a little deeper here and see if we can get to the ear tips. Oh, we've got some product cards in here too. Audio Do personalization. I do believe that we'd love to hear about your experience. I think they've got a new app that they're working with. There is the Noble FoKus app, which is really actually useful, and you can do full EQ on that. I'm assuming that this is some sort of audio automated personalized thing where it sends you tones and you it will adapt to your hearing, whatever your hearing is. I've seen them working with this a lot, and I've played with it a little bit. It seems kind of interesting. So this is something that we'll set aside. I'll look at it offline because it's going to take some setup to do, but we'll check it out. And then you've got a manual. Here's what you do. Here's all the button pushes, to tell you the button pushes, how to pair it, all that kind of thing, what the color LED means, what each color LED means, the different tips, how to apply them. This is not... And then here's the operation, all the clicks. Triple click, double click, single click, all that stuff. Take a screenshot of that if you're interested, but I'm sure you can download this stuff from the Noble website. All right, let's get back to it. And then let's check out the ear tips. What ear tips do they send? All right, let's check this out. It seems like they're going to be stuck in place or something. Yeah, here we go. Ooh. Fancy. So some standard, you got the two that come on it, and then you've got these different sized ear tips. Now I'm a foam guy, so that's going to be kind of what I go with. I really like having, oh, these are foam. These are foam here, but they're not large jumbo like my ears. These seem really large, so I think they're going to take my Daconis quite well. I'm really partial to the Dakoni bullets. They just fit my ears best. So I'm going to let's strip down the pads from the other Noble. These are the bullets, and they just give you such a good seal. They're super comfortable. I don't get anything from Dakoni. I have no deal with them. I just happen to like their products. So if we drop these, and hopefully this will still fit in the case. Now I've had some problems with Daconis in the past where if you put the Daconis on some IEMs that need a charging case, they don't always fit. In the case, the case doesn't close right. So I hope that's not the case here, but I'm trying to get these off of here. Sorry, boys. I don't want to tear the earpiece. Challenge for big fat fingers like mine. There we go. There we go. Let's see if the Daconis will fit. Yeah, I think these are going to be just fine. These are going to do just fine. Look at that. Will they still fit in the case? Looks like it. Yeah. Great. My bullets are going to work. You just get used to certain things. The other, when I'm not using the bullets, my other favorites are 10 Mac turbos. I don't even know if you can get them anymore. I haven't used them in a while because I got kind of addicted to these bullets and how they seal off the outside world. The 10 Macs were really good at that too, and they were really comfortable because they had this kind of turbo blade design that expanded them, and they fit your ears really comfortably. So we got both of these in. just kind of fit them into place. Case is charging. You can see it's got a little glow going on down there. Very nice. Now if I hold this down, there's a button right here. You can barely see it. If you hold it down long enough, it'll go into pairing mode. And now if I go to an iPhone, settings, and we go to Bluetooth, I should see these here. There they, no, I see mobile phone. Oh, Noble Focus Rex 5. Oh, I need to forget this device. These are from CanJam, because I paired them at CanJam with my phone. All right, let's hold this down and see if they come up. Right, sometimes you got to go out of Bluetooth and back into Bluetooth. Oh, it's connected my Mystique. That's going to be a problem. Let's disconnect that. Okay, disconnection is successful. Let's go back into Bluetooth. Anything yet? Nothing. Should come up down here. Perhaps we need to get them loaded. There we go. Ooh, I can hear myself. I think the microphones are on. Let's get this paired. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Got him in. Now the microphone is open. So what you do is you go to the Noble. Here. You go to the Noble Focus app. And see how it's got ambient mode on? So I'm hearing myself talk, which is always weird. I hate hearing myself talk. So we're going to turn ambient mode off, and oh, there we go, there we go. Now you're getting that passive thing. Is there noise cancellation on this? No. Doesn't look. Whoop. Oh, you can turn ANC on. So this has active noise cancellation. Oh, it does deaden the room. Yeah. What it took away is the hum of the fans in the room from like my disk drives and things like that. If I turn this on, yeah, it really mutes that sound. I still hear my tinnitus. The high pitched thing. It's always there. But these sound great. They feel good too. They feel good. Very happy with this so far. Okay, let's do a little listening session. What do you say? Why not? We're here on a Friday. Let's check it out. Let's go to Qobuz. Oh, see, you caught me. I was listening to my Fratellis. The band that I've been addicted to lately, though, I don't listen to them when working out because they're probably not enough. Let's look up. St. Paul and the Broken Bones. I've been listening to the Sushi and Coca-Cola track. It's the new album by a group called St. Paul and the Broken Bones. I talked about these guys, I think, last week. But let's go to, this is their new album. It just came out in October 9th. I love this band. This band sounds like old time Al Green. It's like early 70s Atlantic Records soul. And I think they're a bunch of white guys too, so it's kind of ironic. But I'm going to listen to this real quick. Oh, yeah. Terrific bass response. The high end on this is prominent. I love the bass. The bass is like got me right away. They do seem a little bit on the top heavy side, like they're super bright up top. So I'd probably EQ this off a little bit for working out. Really nice image on these though for an IEM. Oh yeah. Boy, I wish I could share this music with you guys on the live stream. It's just I'd get banned immediately. I'd wind up in YouTube jail. This is a win. And you know I'm not... Yeah, they're a little bit peaky in the top end for my personal taste, so I'd probably EQ that back a little bit. But they're very clear. You're getting the advantage of having 5 drivers. Noble knows what they're doing as far as crossovers and when where they make their transitions. And I'll say this, I had that headphone that they did it was the solid state driver headphone IEM. And I got to tell you, that was the first miss from Noble in a long time. These are terrific. I mean, there is bass prominence. These things are kicking. It's a very tremendous V shape. If you're looking for a V-shaped IEM, if you're looking for a good V-shaped sound, this will get you there. That's what this is tuned for, at least out of the box, without adding any EQ. Now, the nice thing about the Noble, the app here, is that they have huge EQs here. You have 10 bands of EQ, so you can mess with this. You can also preset it yourself. There's all kinds of, and you can go to custom mode and you can set your own EQs. And I think that one app, this Thieaudio it'll do like a computer assessment of your hearing. But I would probably do something more like this-ish, like the jazz setting. I tend to like the jazz setting on these things. Let's hear how that sounds. Okay, that's too much bass. That's even for me, that's too much bass. Okay. Let's make an adjustment here. How do I do this? I've done this before. I'm just not remembering how. There we go, EQ curve. Oh, I like this little heavier, brighter thing. Let's go back to the preset EQs. Let's reset that. Sorry, these have a little bit of a different EQ than... We'll just take a little top end out. I don't want to disrupt the bass, it's wonderful. But I don't want to add bass. I seem to remember these EQ being manually adjustable. Oh, here we go. Yeah, let's kill this other EQ. Let's kill this putrid 3-band EQ. Let's turn that off. Maybe I'll get used to this, but this is great. Because you can go to... Oh, shit. That's terrible. See, now you got 10 bands of EQ you can play with. And I would just pull... like somewhere in there. Not the most audiophile track to do this with, I suppose, either. But I would just shave a little bit off the top for my hearing. That sounds pretty good. I gotta say, guys, this is a fun little experiment. We'll get into the chat in just a few seconds. Well, I gotta thank Noble for sending these things. I gotta thank Noble for sending these things my way. I appreciate that. They did not have to. And yet, Kai Moulton was kind and sent me a pair when my driver failed on my Noble Mystique. And that's not a knock against the Mystique. I have literally beat the crap out of these for years. They don't deserve to be working anymore with the way I treat IEMs, especially when I'm heading on the road. All right, let's get into the chat, and then we'll wrap today up. It's not going to be a terribly long live stream. They still went 45 minutes already. That's kind of nice. Kind of nice. Hope you guys are having a good Friday. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. Wasn't that fun just to open something up and check them out, check out something new? Always fun, and I love the Noble experience. They really do go the extra way with the tips and the, the case and the, all that stuff, charging, all of it. They really give you a full package. That's kind of nice. All right. So where were we at in the chat? We were way back when. We were talking about my electric bill, which was $4,400 for 2 months. Quiet week for Neil. He did make a few purchases this week. Bandos, man, he's into these really obscure brands I haven't heard of. Bandos Aviha, Canper 752B, Tipsy Custom TS12, and FiO QX13 plus E-Stick. Well, Neil, send us some photos when you can, sir. I'll gladly show them off on the show. That's really cool. I'm glad you're enjoying that. Glad you've got some new purchases you're enjoying. Very cool. Ryan Dietz bought argons from you in the past. You do excellent work. Oh, to Ryan Dietz. He bought argons from him in the past. He does excellent work. Yeah, really phenomenal headphone, the Tungsten. It's really changed the game quite a bit in the upper mid-tier range. Really good stuff. Neil Snyder is hosting 11 to 12 IEM audiophiles at the Compound on November 15th, a 3-hour meetup. Average individual ownership is about 20 IEMs. Wow, you're going to get to check out some really cool stuff, Neil. That's outstanding. November 15th. Where am I on November 15th? I am still broke, it says here in my calendar. That's cool, man. That's cool. You're going to have a nice, fun time. That's awesome. Brody in the house. Cheers, Brody. Good to see you, my friend. Ryan Dietz in the house. Thank you for the kind words, Michael. Getting ready to take his daughter to her orchestra. What does she play? What instrument does she play, Ryan? If you're still here, you may have gone. But that's cool. That's cool. We have a long history of classical on the Director's Garage now. We've got, because one of our Patreon guys is Christopher Ward, who conducts orchestras in Germany, and he is a wealth of knowledge, and he's constantly showing me new things to listen to, get my take on, and that's really exciting. That's fun stuff. Brody has bought much audio equipment recently, but he purchased a cardless cable for his LCD-2. He must say that it's interesting, to say the least. Interesting can also be good or bad. I've used that sometimes, like, oh, these are interesting. That's great, though. He thinks his local audio store has Noble. Checked them out last time I visited. Well, I'm a fanboy. Don't take my word for it. Listen to stuff yourself, always. I just think they've got a design ethic that other headphone manufacturers imitate. Sometimes copy or rip off is a better word assessment. And it's because they're always innovating. They're always doing new things. They're doing different designs. They're trying new materials. Anything they can to sort of advance what they're able to do with this hobby. And these custom silkscreen prints on headphones, I'm assuming this is a print. And look at the gold. Look at, there's another attention to detail thing. I just noticed this now. Look at the gold band separating the outer shell from the main shell. This is something they didn't have to do. This was a choice they made. This isn't functional. This is like, you know, if we put a gold band around this, it would really make the shell itself stand out. Somebody thought of that. You just don't see stuff like that. You don't get that kind of attention to detail from a lot of manufacturers. That's why I like Noble. They're always trying different things. You know, they're playing with Damascus steel. I've got a pair of I had a pair of Sultans that were custom with pine cones. They took little chips of pine cone and embedded it into the shell. It looked beautiful, just an original design. The Noble Viking Ragnar that I have here is Damascus steel on the outside. It's like formed, it's forged, it's amazing looking stuff. They're just always playing with different materials and different stuff and different driver setups, and a lot of companies are doing the multi-driver IEMs. That's not new. I think that it is something special in the IEM space, in the true wireless space. Not a lot of people are playing with 5-driver IEMs in a true wireless setup. I would think that the power concerns are a lot to navigate when you're pushing 5 different drivers per side. But they're figuring out ways to do it and not kill the battery life. So, kudos to them for pushing boundaries and trying to deliver higher fidelity to those of us who are on the go, who like to work out and still want to listen to get an audiophile experience while we're on the move. You don't get that out of everybody. So just good company, and the people are nice. So I have nice things to say about the people because they've always been stand up, and anytime you have a problem, Noble's will bend over backwards to work things out with you. In my experience anyway. Little love for them. I give them a love. I mean, they sent me an IEM today, so take with that, shade whatever I'm saying with that in mind. I will tell you, I did not pay for these. These were sent to me as a courtesy from Kai Moulton, the son of Jim Moulton and the nephew of John Moulton. I just was talking with him because I wanted to try and get these fixed because they dropped out. Actually, what I thought happened was I put them in some mode where I had muted one of the channels, and he said, no, most likely you've got a driver going out, and that seems to be the case as time has progressed. It's getting more intermittent. But I'm a huge fan of these, and these I did pay for. I paid for full price. So, and the other pair, I have another pair in here, the pair I was talking about before, the solid state driver ones, and I'm just drawing a blank on the name of those. And I didn't care for them. I bought them, but I didn't care for them. Those I'm going to do a giveaway for at some point. I just can't afford the shipping right now. I can't afford to be sending out shipping. It's so expensive to ship anything. So as soon as I have gainful work, I can get back to doing giveaways and fun stuff and buying new headphones and get into that. It's just the work situation here is so bad. It's awful in the city right now. So we're trying to get into new areas of work too, like photography, because there is work for photography. There's no work for directing right now. Director's Garage. I'm a director. Welcome to America. Cheers, everybody. Hey fellas, Kevin Jock in the house. Cheers, my brother. Just pulled the trigger on a Meze 99 Classic. Great headphone. Love the Meze 99. And the Head D1, which is new. We showed those a little earlier in this episode. We were showing them off. In fact, they're still up on the laptop of death here. I can show them real quick. This is what you bought, the D1. just announced. $799, nice price, $800, a little over half the price of their normal big one. And look, you can go to listen to some guy on YouTube. You can go watch some video on a guy on YouTube or on the website. They never do that with my reviews, I noticed. I don't. Like, why would you send somebody to see my shit? It's so fun. But I like the case, like the design, looks good. Would love to hear these someday. It looks like a good product. Looks like something intriguing to me. I'd like to hear them. So, and Kevin, report back when you get them. And same to you, JTB. Please report back when you get them, and tell us on a live stream what it is you like about them or dislike about them. He's part of the review tour of the Bandos Ahiva. I don't know the Bandos headphones, which Neil spoke of earlier. Let's look them up. Let's see what they are. Bandos. Oy. I have nothing coming up. What am I missing? Am I spelling something? I've got one S. I've got one short an S. H-A-J-A-V-H. That's what I've got wrong. Aha! It's an over-ear. Here we go, fellas. Let's go to the MacBook Pro. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Sorry, guys. We'll get back to the normal thing. So Bandos Ahiva Precision. It's a planer. Oh, I like these. They've got kind of a honeycomb thing happening. Reminds me of bees. 44 home, not too hard to drive. Gold diaphragm. $570 grams. So they're heavyweights. What's the word on the street? What do these things sound like? Eternal. Oh God, can we do this again? Eternal. Every Bandos headphone is crafted entirely from aerospace grade, virtually indestructible aluminum. The concept of planned obsolescence has no place in the design philosophy of Frank Bandos. Nothing is eternal, and yet it's not unreasonable to imagine that your great-grandchildren may be the ones to lay Ahiva to rest through proper care. They might even deny that satisfaction. So you're telling me that if I go to town on them with a knife and a paper clip, indestructible. Love it. Love it. Cheers to you guys, man. I love these write-ups. Very cool, though. Sounds interesting to me. Let's get back to them. So we checked them out. That's really a nice looking headphone, though. I gotta say, you guys are in for a good time on this. That is a good looking headphone. Striking. I like it. It's aggressive. What's this? Snakeskin? Ooh. Play with those materials, guys. I love it. Give us something different. I love it. Frequency response chart. Worthless. Very cool. Very cool. All right. All right. So let's see. Where were we at? Bandos Ahiva. We checked them out. Okay. Kevin Jock, nice score. He needs Meze to make mid-tier closed back. That's what they're avoiding for some reason. Wasn't that 99 kind? Oh, that's a kind of an entry-level closed back. I see what you're saying. He's got a much higher. Kevin has much higher end stuff, but he's looking for a beater. Well, it's not a beater at. Well, how much are these things? How much were these things? Did we look at that? What's the price on the Bandos Ahiva? It's $800. No. No. Back. 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 Shopping. Oh, they're not even listed on. They're not coming up on the shopping page. How much are they, boys? All I'm getting is, I swear to God, I'm looking at Google Shopping. You got to see this. Sunglasses. That's what they're giving me. Man. Oh, because it's missing it truncated the S. No, it's still giving. Now it's giving me like spurs and shit. What the hell? Okay. No, whatever. Somebody put in the chat how much they cost. I don't know how much it costs. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, guys. Good to be with you. Good to be with you guys. A couple more, and then we'll head on out the Friday door. Same here. I'll definitely go test them out. I love going to the store and testing out high-end audio. Oh, yeah. We don't really have a good headphone place on the West Coast. Maybe I should do that. No, I'll never make money at it. It's a bad idea. It's a losing thing. He's several minutes behind listening and will go soon. His daughter plays oboe. Lovely. Woodwinds. She's still in high school, but invited to play at a local college. Play for a local college. How wonderful, Ryan. That's awesome, man. You tell her we support it. If there's a if you guys put up any YouTube stuff, like Jonathan Liu put up his choir singing, they won national prize. If there's something like that, I'd love to hear your daughter playing oboe. That's wonderful. She plays their wind ensemble. They're having a show tonight. I'd love that. Put that up sometime. You just send me a link if you don't want to send it wide. I totally understand, but. I love hearing people who make music and do a good job doing it, and I love different audio. I love different forms of music. Orchestra is fun. Band orchestra is what she's passionate about in school, and he's proud about how well she's done. You should be proud of her, man. Of course. She's playing the oboe, and she got invited to a college. How awesome is that? The Aviha sounds like the LCD-4. Oh, Neil, that's a risky territory for you because that's a bass monster of a headphone. Oh, you'll really want to hear your take on it. I'm very curious what you think of him. JTB will do. He's taking the leap of faith and ordered the D1. He also ordered the Burson Conductor Stellar DAC amp combo. Burson makes great shit. You're not going to go wrong with that, JTB. You have a good time with that. Spiritual successor to the LCD-4 with better unit variance. Interesting. Enormously expensive. $4,600. $8,900 Australian. We get kicked in the chest here. Boy, you sure do. Our Terra 4 is not doing good things for you guys. And if you're in Brazil, you're really in a bind getting stuff from the States. Well, it's not. That's not like a crazy amount for a headphone, but it's not cheap either. That's getting up into that top tier. Neil, you got a great deal. I'm hoping for that much. You know, a funny thing happened when I was recording the next episode of the Director's Garage. I didn't know much about the manufacturer, so I had to kind of search them out on the web to even see, because I didn't know the company. I'd never heard of the company before. It's a Chinese company. And so when I'm looking them up live, because I'm recording everything, the first thing I get to, I open up the page, it says $15,000. And I'm like, $15,000? These guys got to be crazy. It started to read, and I went, oh, wait, that's Hong Kong dollars. $2,000. So, so funny. Like, oh, your heart does a palpitation there for a second. And then you're like, what do they think? Oh, wait, I got it wrong. It's so fun. He paid $1,000 for his LCD-2. They're 2000 second hand. New, not second hand. Yeah. LCD-2s are nice headphones still. I mean, they're behind the times, obviously. There's a lot. They made huge leaps in speed and imaging for $1,000 now. You know, the HiFiman headphones, you know, you're going to get a lot of that experience out of the HiFiman, and you'll get them in a newer package. But, you know, I love going OGs anyway. I think the OGs are fun to listen to. And I'm a huge fan of the LCD-4. You guys know that. I still have my pair here. I've toyed off and on with selling them. I just don't know that I like. Is it worth not having them? And my answer has time and time again, when I got to the goal line and ready to put an ad up, I'm like, I just kind of want them. You know, I still want these. And I have the OGs, you know, and those are special. I still love the OGs. I think the OGs are better than the 4Zs, which is the modern update that Audeze did to these headphones. They just lost a little magic when they shrunk that cup down. I don't know, you know, you can't keep every property the same and change the size of the diaphragm and change the construct and change, you know, they changed so much on that headphone. They got the sound as close as they could, but it's not the same. It's not the same as the original experience. They made them lighter, to their credit. The LCD-4Z is a lot lighter than the original LCD-4, so that's great. But yeah, it's good. Okay, here's Neil saying, oh, wait, where are we at? Not sure what headphone he'll purchase next, though. Well, you got to find your passions, man. You got to follow what it is that's exciting to you. You know, keep your ears open and find some stuff that excites you. You know, there's plenty of headphones out there to dive into you'll happily lose your money over. 2 weeks using the Gustard X30, 95% as good as the Cord Dave, and $11,000 less. That is a spicy take, Neil. The Gustard X30, 95% as good as the Cord Dave. Okay. I think you'll get some pushback on that from different people. But hey, man, if it's working for you, let it work for you, man. Let it rip. Whatever works for you is all that matters. It's all that matters in this hobby. Tell people all the time, pick stuff that you're interested in, and when you hear something that you like, stay with it. Enjoy it, because there's an endless pit of upgrading and money and cost that you'll go through. You're opening a bottomless pit if you're going to go chase the last 5%. It's a bottomless pit. You'll never make it. You'll wind up 30 grand into this hobby, as I am, and percentage is better than where you were 20 grand ago. You know, but that's part of the hobby too, is, you know, where do you feel comfortable? Where do you play? You know, where do you find value? You know, what do you call value? What do you want? You know, and what your budget is. You know, don't go into debt to buy headphones. Tell people that all the time. Said it last week. I'll say it again this week. I'll say it again next week if I need to. Do not go into into debt to buy audio gear. It is it is not an investment. It is a luxury product. Treat it like a luxury product. I'm doing what Neil wants. Show the can pour 752B. 752B, go. What is going on with Google today? Because it's showing me drugs. It's showing me prescription drugs, Neil. I'm not kidding you. Get out of Google Shopping. Let's just go back to Google. See, sometimes I go to Google Shopping because it'll show you the images and give you the price. But anyway, let's do this again. Can pour. Here we go. Music Tech. Here we go. Got him. All right, let's go to the laptop of death. Oh, these are nice. I like this. This is kind of that Fordite look that Noble was doing, but probably in a printed layer. These look nice. Outstanding price, Neil. Outstanding price. Oh. So what are these? What are these made of? Let's now that I'm seeing the sticker shock and I'm having heart palpitations. I'm coming, Elizabeth. Goodness. These make the Macbeth look like a burger at the local corner shop. Okay. It's like 7 drivers. They have it printed way down here what these are, but I can't read that small on this laptop. Configuration, Sony Knowles balanced armature, bunch of balanced armatures. It's got an E-stat at the top, a planar magnetic, and 2 dynamic drivers. So it's 2. It's 7. It's 7 drivers. No, it's more than that. Seven balanced armatures. Now I'm getting it. 7 balanced armatures, 4 E-stats, 1 planar magnetic, and 2 base dynamic drivers. So that is, doing my math here, that is 11, 12, 14 drivers per side. Wow! 14 drivers per side. That's amazing. That's amazing. To be able to do that, guys, this is what makes it. You got to think about this a little bit. When you have that many drivers, all of those drivers have to be timed so that the waves coming out of the driver flow through the tube in the IEM. Got an IEM here. Let's show it. You got these little devices in here. There's these little tiny modules. They're really small. They place them with tweezers. And then they, I'm sure there's probably a robot that does them now, but they place them. They have to get it so that the wave coming out of this tiny little driver goes all the way down and meets with the wave from 13 other drivers in a complementary wave. And if your timing is off by this much on one of the 14 drivers, you're going to cancel frequencies sonically in your ear. It will actually negate the work that some of the other drivers are doing. So you have to be in time. Timing is absolutely critical when you're dealing with that number of drivers. It's very hard to do. It's very hard to do. So it's really impressive when somebody pulls off something like that and makes it sound great. Because it's a huge feather in their cap. There's so much engineering that goes into that. You have nothing but mad respect. Even if I don't like a headphone that has done that. If I think, well, these are bright for me, these are too muddy for me, these don't image terribly well, whatever, you have to have a root appreciation for anybody that even attempts to pull that off, because it's so difficult. It's a hard thing. But getting back to these, I like the look of them. I think they're really kind of cool looking. There's a certain aesthetic. They do have a holiday flair to them now that I'm seeing them next to a Christmas tree. Very cool. Very cool. But that's an amazing number of IEMs, and they're getting they're doing Electek is doing their cable, which is beautiful company. They do beautiful IEM cables. I love Electek. Very cool, Neil. You have to fill us in on how they sound. This is really good stuff. Sorry, I cut away from it. Very cool. But look, they've got it with a Christmas tree and some Christmas lights in the background. I'm like, oh, it's kind of a holiday. Kind of looks like a wrapping paper. It's an early present for himself, for Neil, although, I'm not sure Neil celebrates Christmas. You tell me, Neil. But, man, these are great. These are great. Hats off to you, buddy, for finding something that excited you. Where'd you hear them first? Did you hear them at Can Jam? Very nice. Very nice stuff. All right, well, we'll get through the rest of the chat, then I got to wrap it up, because Mrs. Director will be home soon, and she'll want to go do a walk or something. And now I just run out and get a workout in now that I've got new IEMs. Hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at this today. That was fun. Enjoys this hobby. It's it's money well spent. Yeah, if you enjoy the hobby, that's fantastic. Unless it's 0% finance. Oh my God, that's a trap. That is such a trap. They know you're not going to get yourself paid off in time. They're banking on that. And you know how they know it? Because they've done models. They wouldn't offer 0% financing if it didn't work out in their favor down the road. They're not trying to sell the product. They're trying to sell the financing, because they know you're not going to get it paid off in time, and then it's going to default to 20% interest. It's a game. Neil Snyder, truth be told, the Dave has been out for 500 years. Gustard had to let economies of scale happen to catch the Dave. There's still people who swear by the Dave. I've listened to it a couple of times at Can Jam, at various Can Jams. I thought it's good, but like most Cord products, they tend to lean on the bright side for me. So if I pair something with them, I need to pair something that's a little more neutral to dull, to flat. And then it will it'll give me a nice top end that's not over-representative in the treble for my taste. So, like I have, for instance, my mainstay near-field monitoring path for years has been a Cord Hugo TT1 into Genelec speakers. Genelecs are dead flat speakers. I wish I could show them. I don't have a, but they're very expensive near field monitors. Just the monitors themselves cost me like $4,000, I think, for these. They're a little larger than your normal desktop Genelecs, but I bought them because I knew I was going to do a lot of professional mixing, and but they're dead flat. They're dead flat. So when I'm doing normal listening on them, and like playing a video, or I'm whatever, editing something, there's no sparkle to them at all. So having something that's a touch on the bright side, like the Cord TT2, Hugo TT1, not the TT2, the TT1, is a beautiful pairing, because it just gives them a little bit of pop in the treble on a normally dead flat speaker. I really enjoy this pairing. For me, the Cord stuff just leans a little bit bright, which I know for Neil is exactly where his ears are. He loves stuff that's got a lot of treble in it. which is perfect for him, and that works out. So I can see why the Dave would be so great, and probably, I'm assuming that this topping is sort of doing what the other stuff is. Is mimicking some of what the Gustard, is doing some of what the Chord stuff was doing. Tipsy M3 at $220 on Amazon, should be $2,000 to $3,000. Just fantastic, very nicely tuned. Joy to listen to. I think we showed these off a week or two ago. M3. CM3, yeah. My personal favorite headphone in this range, if I'm going to do anything, well, first of all, in this space these days I'm playing with, I am playing more in the wireless state. I do like the true wirelesses in this area. Of the wired stuff, my favorite stuff is the 7 Hertz, and this is a couple years old now. I don't even know if they're on Amazon anymore. Yeah, these are fantastic. These are planers with tremendous bass, really beautiful sounding headphone for $229. These are my go-tos. I have not heard the Tipsy, so Tipsy's maybe better. But of the stuff I've heard, the 7 Hertz Timeless stuff is just spectacular for the price. I love the fact that these IEMs, all of them, are getting so good at such a low price. Because, when you're faced with the option of Apple earbuds, to have things like this, or even the Sennheiser Momentums, they're wonderful. Any of these companies that are really attacking that IEM space in the few $100 range, and these are on the upper end. These are about $500. So, but fantastic. Just hats off to you. It's great that we have options that don't bust the bank, and stuff that we're not afraid to, sweat in or, whatever. It's great that there are lower price stuff, because you don't want to take, I'm not going to put a Noble, I don't have them in the case, the Noble Viking Ragnar, I'm not going to take them out to work out. I mean, they're $4,000-ish, $4,500 headphones that are hyper detailed, and there's no way I'm going to try and work out in those things. It would just be, it's not worth risking the drivers. It's not worth risking the IEM. So you want something that's just a few $100 that you can go and, trash around in. And if you're working outside, you can put them in and work around. That's why I like the wirelesses, because I'm active and I'm outside if I'm digging or I'm painting something or whatever, to just have some IEMs in. And I have a couple of cheap pair. I have a couple of, they call them the Hanks, the HANCs from Noble, that another pair that I bought for like $150. And I'm like, just for trashing around, they're plastic, they take a beating, I've had them forever, they have noise canceling on them, fantastic. Just for getting you over the goal line and, pounding around in the yard or whatever, fantastic stuff. I'm more than happy to have these though. This is overkill and going to be a beautiful pair to hang out with. All right, guys, I'm going to start wrapping it up here. Thanks for stopping by today. It was a good time. Hope you enjoyed the unboxing of these Noble these Noble Rex 5s. They're just came out with the Rex 5's been out for probably three-quarters of a year now. The release for Can Jam was these gold and black plates. They are stunning, they are beautiful, and I thank Noble for sending these my way. Much, much appreciated. And thanks to you guys. Thanks, Neil, for your contributions today. Always appreciated. Those of you who are in line and waiting for your new headphones, please jump in and talk to us when you get those in. I really want to see some photos and hear some stories about the new head product that looks so attractive, really wonderful. And also, you guys have the what was the weird one? The one that I couldn't find. I'm gonna find it before we get off the air, boys. I'm gonna find it. Bandos Avija. Please send me photos of those, and I want to hear your impressions of those. Are they as good as the LCD-4 in your opinion? I want to know. So good to be with you guys. I'm going to start the outro music, and then we'll head on our way for Friday. Have a great weekend. Next week, we're going to have a review at some point. It looks like, all things being equal, we're going to do the E-Stat that I got in from the mystery company from China. So you're going to, and you'll see what I mean. Like, it really was a complete unboxing, like, oh, that didn't go so smoothly. I had to find out who sent me mid opening, because there was no packaging, nothing. There's said nothing inside the package what they were. So you'll see that in the next Director's Garage video. Next Director's Garage Hangout will probably be a week from tomorrow. I'm guessing. I would like to, I've been trying to book a guest. I haven't really found anybody. It might be just the guys this week. Head over to the Patreon to check that out if you want to join in on a rap session with a bunch of grumpy old men talking about music and headphones and complaining their way through the hobby. We all have cameras. We're all on camera. It's not just me talking. Everybody gets to talk and talk about what they're working on and what they're enjoying, and really a lot of fun. So head over there. It's $3 will get you in the door. And that'll be a week from Saturday is my plan right now. Unless something happens, always subject to change as always in this world. But thank you guys. Have a great weekend. And I'll see you before you know it next week. Yeah.
Let's hang out and get wasted at the director's garage. Oh yes, it's time to get juiced.